morning, Geek. You had your second eye surgery this morning, your time. Yeah. Oh, wow. You're going to have to wear sunglasses. Well, I'm glad it went well. Hi, Sherry French. I was just looking at a couple of stories. Interesting one. Republicans have are losing another representative, with Gallagher from Wisconsin has announced that he will be retiring as of the 19th of April. What it all boils down to is he's tired of the party shit. Can't get anything done. And so he's leaving. And that means that in votes, if the Democrats all band together to vote, they just need one defector to lose a vote in the House. So, hi, Clarence. How are you? It'll be nice. That'll be great for you, Geek. Really great. So lots have been happening. Prayers and thoughts and good energy out to Princess Catherine, who's announced she's had cancer. Not quite sure what cancer. She's fighting cancer. Not quite sure what it is with abdominal surgery. It could be stomach. It could be colon. It doesn't really matter. She is fighting cancer. So we wish her all the best. I will have a quick look at her. Though I did look at her a week or so ago. And it said, she's going to be fighting it for quite a while. I said, whatever was wrong with her, is it going to go away? And I said, no, she's going to be battling it for a while. I said, yes. So we'll have another look and check in on her. Hi, Steve. Is Putin using Chinese mercenaries in the Ukraine? Okay. The Ohio Supreme Court has elections coming up for 3 seats. Currently, they are at a 4-3 Republican majority. One of the 33 states with Supreme Court elections this year. So, will the Democrats win the 3 seats for the Ohio Supreme Court? That would make it a 4-6 majority to the Democrats. Let's have a look here at that. Or would it be a 5-5? I'll have a look at that. And we'll have a general look at, hi, 171 sign in. Yes, I'm all hit the ground going today. Sweetie, I don't think I've got any nummies for you. You want to go and see Daddy? So we'll also have a look at some of the other 33 states. I don't know what they are, but we'll have a general look. Are the Democrats going to fare well in the other 32 states, whatever? Okay. Yeah. Is Aileen Cannon finally getting the memo? She's actually handed a victory to Jack Smith, saying that for some sensitive intelligence documents, he is allowed to hand in just a summary rather than all the documents. Okay. So I mentioned that Ken Buck resigned a little bit ago. He was, can't remember what state it is. He was a Republican. And of course, Gallagher from Wisconsin is resigning. Are there going to be more before their election? Are there going to be any more? he said, and what's the thing? You might have to excuse me while he's grown frustrated with Republican antics, including the impeachment of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Sherry French. Yeah, cattail. I've already said that. So that's some of the things that we'll be looking at today. Wait for a couple more people to come in. Is there anything you guys want me to look at? Because I've got the list here. So I'm going to ask, are there going to be more Republicans resigning before the election? Okay. Okay, so if you've got any questions, guys. Oh dear. There you go. There you go. They're the mythos ones, yeah. They're the mythic tarot, yeah. Oh my goodness. Stuff all over the place here. Okay. So, yeah, was Putin involved in what happened in Moscow today at the theatre? I don't know. Give me a little bit more detail because I haven't heard of anything. So, yeah, give me a little bit more detail. Hi, Viviane. So something happened at a theatre in Moscow. Mm-hmm. A terrorist attack. Yeah. So there was a terrorist attack at a theatre in Moscow. Was Putin involved? Do some cards first on that. So guide to the highest truth and compassion, and ask for your help and guidance in living a life of high vibration. I ask you, universal spirit, to grant me access to your wisdom and knowledge. In case you record your life knowledge, do this without you. Okay, so I've done my little prayer. Hi, funny, fat, blah, blah, blah. Hi, Bonnie Russell, 40 dead, hundreds injured. The place was set on fire. Oh, my goodness. Was it a terrorist attack? Let's have a look first. Okay, so this card flew out. Internal conflict. Okay. So it's certainly not internal. It's certainly not external to Russia. Okay. With that 5 of Swords. That flew out of the deck when I was shuffling. Did Putin have anything to do with it? Well, that's the Ace of Swords. So that is generally a pretty big yes. But why would he do that? The words to teach people a lesson came through. He will never admit that. Wish come true. He wanted it to happen. But why? Indeed. Secrets. Hidden. Secrets, lies, and spies. This is the card for that. Hi, Sweet Pea. I feel like it was targeted at certain people, and he didn't care who got taken out. If that's what because he wanted something done. Manipulation. And the moon can be about manipulation. You've got an articulated animal here with the lobster or the crayfish, whatever it is, and articulation. You can manipulate it. So that's So I'm going to ask the pendulum. The cards have indicated yes. What does the pendulum do today? Pendulum. Did Putin have anything to do with the attack in the theatre in Moscow? Yes. Was he aiming for someone in particular? Yes. Does he care that other people got hurt? Does Putin care that other people got hurt? Does Putin care that other people got hurt? Not answering. Okay. Well, you go to bed, sweetheart. Go to bed. I mean, it's a big thing you had done today. Geek, go to bed. And you have a good night's sleep. Hi, Pamela Bryant. So we're looking at the attack at the theatre in Moscow. Okay, Steve. Hi, Steve. Asked, when the Dems take over the House before the election, will they pass impactful legislation that will affect voter decisions to vote to? They will, if they take it over before the election, and they only need a couple more people to resign, honestly. And I feel that there might be some more people resigning. I'm going to have a look at that. Will they pass impactful legislation that will affect will impact legislation be passed before the election to help with voters. Got the death card. So this means there is going to be a change coming in the legislation about elections. Hi, Grandma D. There's going to be changes. Oh, yeah, you do have an eclipse coming up there, don't you? And also there's a full moon on Monday, at least down here, in the Hierophant. Yeah, there is going to be some change to institutional processes. So they will be voting something in. But now, states run the elections. That's part of the Constitution. But will they be able to institute some legislation that forces the states that means that there's this thing that states aren't going to pay attention. They're just going to say, no, we're allowed to run the elections the way we want, blah, blah, blah. But there's going to be some legislation that means the states have to, I think, provide at a minimum. They're not going to be allowed to ban things like drop-in boxes and stuff. Hi. So some of the states aren't going to be happy. I mean, of course, they're happy. If it means that one side wins over the other. But no, there's going to be this. There is going to be some changes. Animals are, there's definitely some things with animals that are a bit hinky. So, behaving on the edge. And somebody else has asked, is the upcoming eclipse, going to have an effect on things? And, of course, we've got a full moon on Monday. So, yeah. So we've got a few things. What is going on with animals? Well, I think like the tarot landscapes would be a good one for that. What's going on with all this edginess? Tarot landscapes. What is going on with the animal kingdom? This edginess, well, I'm feeling like this in a lot of cases, there's desperation. They're being driven into urban areas because urban areas, it's not that they're being driven into urban areas, it's that urban areas are driving into their domain. And animals are suffering because of that. And temperance, the balance. The balance is upset. The balance between nature and animal and man and our anthropogenic state, and their natural state is upset. That's the Temperance card. What needs to be done? What can be done to help? And we need to move in a different direction. Now, I've got the Star card here. Now, these are both major arcana. So this is the big thing. This is not a small issue that can be fixed up quickly with a snap of the fingers. As humans, we need to move in different directions. So we need to be looking for guidance. And in the natural world, we need to bring I've got restock streams. There's a lot of things we can do, and it's not rocket science. It's not beyond the scope of people. Swords, Three of Swords. Of course, this is the effects humans are having on the natural world, which is the Three of Swords. It's a huge betrayal, heartbreak. Animals are suffering, and I think they're starting to feel that they need to fight back. As they get more and more desperate, their survival instincts come out. Hi, Teresa Balsar. You have a good night's rest, geek. Now we have the Page of Pentacles. And there are opportunities arising that we can use to help bring things back into balance. Human beings are as much part of this earth. We evolved on earth. We are as much part of this earth as any other animal, but that does not give us the right to destroy everything for the other species that live on this planet. But we seem to think we are. We are. Hi, Robin Blank, but we're not. Hi, Annie. So, yes, until something is really, really done to redress this balance, the Ten of Cups, there's going to be some opportunities coming up which will help redress this balance and bring things back into, it's never going to be an even footing, unfortunately, but into a more cohesive. And until we start treating the animal world and the natural world, that includes plants, and the animal world as part of our universal family, it's just going to get worse. So opportunities are going to come up to say, look, this is part of the family, the global family of this earth, and they should be treated as family members. It might sound a little hoi polloi, but that's what we need to do to bring things back into balance. Remember, we are not the only family or community on this earth. And we should take, whether it's small individual steps or larger ones, there's going to be a need to make some changes to bring things back into balance. Now, I'm going to do a quick reading on the Princess of Wales. Has announced that she's got cancer. She really wanted to be left to her privacy. Of course, people want to know more and more and more. Perhaps they should have announced a cancer diagnosis a little bit earlier. People might have backed off, but, you know, she didn't want people to know. So, fair enough. Yes, she has cancer. So, will she recover from this cancer? Will the Princess of Wales recover from her fight with cancer? Yes. But of course, once you've had it, it's always, even when you're in your remission, there's always this chance that it could come back at a later date. So it's always with you. When you get older or something like that. So, but yes, she will recover. People, will the press leave her alone now? Yes. Well, you'd hope. Did I say hello, J Cat lady? Hi, Patricia Frangino. Yeah. This one slides in. Um, I'm going to ask. Hi, Pamela Roma. Okay, Pamela Roma, I'm going to put your name down for a single card read. Okay, so I am going to do some single card reads. So we'll do that. In fact, why don't we do some now? So Pamela Roma, card, house and country. Who else wants a single card read? Anyone want a read? A single card? Put your hand up now. J Cat lady. Geek. Okay. Pamela, do you mind if I do Geek first? He's recovering from surgery and so Sherry French and M Steve. And a general community card. I can do a community card as well. Thank you. That's a very nice thought. Hi, Warrior Girl. So we'll just leave the list at that for the moment, and I'll do another lot of single card reads later. So if you haven't got your name in now, don't panic. It's very nice of Pamela to also ask for a card for the whole community. Okay, so Geek, I'm going to do you first, sweetheart, so you can go get some rest. Okay, so Geek Hillbilly. The Queen of Fire. This is the Queen of Wands. Confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. That is you in a nutshell. This does make sense given your surgery. It's time to stretch your wings and fly, and don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. And of course, just because it says it's a queen, it doesn't have to specifically be a man or a woman. You know, it can be anybody. So it just, the personality. And the message here is for you, firstly, get that rest you need, and then having your eyesight fixed, you'll be able to go and really stretch your wings again. And I think you're going to be surprised by how much you have been underestimating yourself because of losing your sight the way you have been. It can affect your self-confidence. So you're going to get some of that self-confidence back. So don't underestimate your ability to bounce back. And so that, of course, makes 100% sense with you. And you're going to be able to assert yourself again, and your independence, and of course your wonderful creativity. So there you go. You even looked after the person who was looking after you. That is just so much like you, geek. It really is. Okay. Sure, Annie. Okay. So Pamela Roma, house in the country. Is there anywhere in sight for you? Let's have a look. What do the cards have to say for you on that, Pamela? 6 of air. Things are looking up. This is the 6 of swords. Things are looking up, my dear. If you're taking a trip, and it's the end of a difficult situation, so taking a trip, so that could mean that you are going to be heading out into the country to have a look at some places. So things are looking up. So do not give up on that. Taking a trip, that could be an indicator of maybe you'll have found somewhere. So don't give up on the dream, Pamela Roma. Okay. J Cat Lady. J Cat Lady, the 3 of water, 3 of cups. You've got some celebration. You've got some celebrating to do. I don't know what it's going to be. Of course, it's got here, a wedding, graduation, birth announcement. But it could be anything else too. It could be achieving a goal. But yeah, you deserve to celebrate yourself as well and your achievements, and have some fun, my darling. Give yourself a little bit of time to celebrate yourself and have some fun, and celebrate with others if there's a special time coming up. But you don't always have to wait for a special occasion to celebrate who you are and what you've achieved, and to give yourself a little bit of fun. Okay, J Cat Lady? Celebrate who you are as a person. Sweet Pea. Night, Keith. You get a good night's sleep. Sweet Pea, the Hermit. Now, this is a major arcana, so this is about big life lessons and possibly some big changes. Spending time in quiet meditation. I think this is a really good time for you to do that. Take the time to learn a little bit about yourself. It's got spiritual teaching here. Well, of course, you're a spiritual person. Or you want to reach out spiritually more than you are. And you have been. And this is why you come on such channels such as mine and other people's to help with you. it is a really good time for you to take a bit of time for yourself, spend some time in quiet, meditate. And I think there are a couple of things that it's got self-discovery here. And for some reason, I'm drawn to that with you. So use that time in meditation to maybe you lost a little bit of wondering, where did this person go? I don't see this person in the mirror very much anymore. And she was awesome. So take some time to meditate on that person and even manifest on that person. She's still there, and you will discover herself. You will discover her again, J-Cat Lady. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I can only say what comes into my head with these things, okay? Oh, sweet pea. Sweet pea. It was sweet pea, wasn't it? Sorry. Sweet pea, that was. So, yeah. Sweet pea. So you will find that person again, sweet pea. Sherry French. 8 of air. You're not as trapped as you feel you are. If things aren't working out the way you hoped they were, don't be afraid to take action, okay? So some big changes in your life can hack away at your self-confidence. Just take your time, sit back, relax, and close your eyes, and you will see a clearer path. You know, don't let yourself be trapped there because you think, oh, you know, I feel bad about doing this or I feel bad about doing that. Not every decision you make in life is going to please everyone, but you have to make the right decisions for yourself, okay? So don't let guilt keep you trapped in a situation that is not working for you, okay? Steve. M. Steve 000. Justice. Fair and just decisions have been made. Do what you know what is right and stand up for your beliefs, okay? Pretty much that simple. You know the right decisions have been made and stand up for those decisions. Okay? You did the right thing. It might have high impact changes, but you did the right thing. What's this deck? This is the Radley Valentine Angel Tarot card deck. And Annie W. How's it going, my friend? And she is a dear friend, Annie. Up in the US, yes, animals are going to get jumpy, and that is because of the eclipse, okay? Hello, Hello, you got the same card as Geek got. Stretch your wings, my darling. You are there. Stretch your wings and fly. Okay? Fly like an eagle, a turkey, vulture, whatever you feel like flying like. Fly like it. Fly like a hummingbird. Take a deep breath. You've gotten where you are through hard work. Take a deep breath. Jump off that ledge and go with it. Ride the thermals that help you get higher. Work your wings when you have to, but just keep going, Annie. Hello, Glenda Setter. Hello. You're in Alberta, Canada. I haven't seen your name here before. Okay. Hey, take the chance to find a little bit more about yourself, Annie, in that time where you've been on your own. Okay? So, absolutely. Yeah, Glenda, I haven't seen your name before. Welcome if you haven't come before. And everyone, welcome, Glenda. Now, Pamela Roma very, very nicely asked if I could do a card for the whole community. So let's do that, okay? Your first time watching, well, thank you and welcome. I hope you enjoy it. Things can get a little bit chaotic in Chrissey world. And you'll see my cat often, her tail, and I can get a little bit spacey at times. But I hope you enjoy it. And one of my driving forces is laughter, shared laughter. So I hope you, yeah. Oh, Pamela Bryant asked, which was very lovely, Pamela Bryant, asking for a card for the whole community. So we'll do that. Yes. Hello. We can't always, what I'm getting here is don't always have control over every decision that is made around us. All we can do is put our faith in the universe. If you put your faith in God or Jesus, whoever you put your faith into, that is fine. That is fine. I put my faith into the universe, and whatever representation of the universe other people have. But if it's God, if it's Jesus, it doesn't matter as long as you put your faith into that person or that aura, into that being, icon, whatever it is. Just have faith that the decisions that are made that are beyond our control, beyond our earthly control, are justified and are done for the good of humanity. That's the message I'm getting. Okay? As long as we stand up for what we believe in, we do what we know is right, we can leave those other big decisions and judgments to those we put our faith in. Okay? Marriage is psychological. One person is the psycho and the other is logical. Oh, Steve. Thank you for sharing that joke, Steve. Yeah. Pamela's are a great bunch of people. Yeah. Okay, I will do another call out for single card reads a bit later. But how about we get back to looking at some of the stories? I'll just put the cards away. So let's see. Is Putin, right up the top there, is Putin using Chinese mercenaries? Well, mercenaries. Are they really mercenaries or not? Yeah. So is Putin doing that? Seven of Wands. Feels like backed into a corner. He wants to speed things up. So he felt like he was backed into a corner. He wanted to speed things up. He really wants to be reestablished. Now, remember the ones, the king, have the little lizards there, which is about renewal. Re-energizing, re-establishment. He really wants to be firmly re-established as the leader. So, of course, the election happened and he was, voted in, but that's not enough for him. He's certainly using Chinese mercenaries. Is he using them in the Ukraine or in Russia? So let's have a look. Is Putin using Chinese mercenaries in the Ukraine? Yes. While I'm about it, I'm going to thank Spirit, which I try to remember to do because Spirit does help in answering questions. Okay. Is he using Chinese mercenaries in Russia? Yes. So he's using them in both places. Hi, Anna Macedo. Thank you. Will this all be confirmed? Will the Chinese mercenaries be confirmed? Yes. Swing the pendulum again. Will this cause him trouble? Yes. Hi, Sabrina Fell. You missed me bunches. Thank you. Hi, Teresa Baltazar. Warrior Girl, what's your question, darling? Did you have a question? If you haven't had a chance, I got Linda G's book, Unveiling the Extraordinary. Great read. Not a long read, but it is a great little read and it's very enjoyable. And yeah, it delves more into her childhood than she has speaking with us, and tells some of the wonderful stories that she's has to tell about people that she's helped. There we go. Put my put my lights on. And yeah. Oh, if that was the one about the concert hall, yeah, I've read on that, and yes, he did. ISIS claims they did it. Whoever did it, Putin was behind it. Did ISIS do it? Did ISIS do the attack of the concert hall? I know they claimed it, but no, pendulum swinging into no. No, they may have claimed they did it, but they didn't. Will the West punish China for sending Putin troops? What, sweetheart? I'll have to do that again because little disturbed it. But she wants some attention. Just giving my little girl some attention. Need some attention, baby. Need some attention. They are the joy, one of the joys of life. Children and animals that choose us to become their caregivers. We don't own them, they choose us. It's a privilege. Sometimes I'm not sure we always live up to it. We can be a little bit forgetful as fur baby parents, can't we? Yeah, me and your dad can be a little bit forgetful. We try our hardest. Hi, Tarana Vary. Oh my goodness. Come on, off that. Come on. Oh my goodness. What's she done? Hit on the thing. Haven't seen you for a while. Okay, so will the West punish China for sending troops to Putin? It's in the pendulum in a circle. I always send it in a circle generally. Occasionally I don't, because that takes away any unconscious bias, and I just let it settle out of the circle. Well, there's yes, it swung into the yes, or settled into yes, but I don't know if China would really care. Tara Rayner, how are you? Okay, Ohio, the Supreme Court elections that are coming up. There are 3 seats of coming up. Now, it's currently a 4-3 Republican majority. Will the Democrats win the 3 seats? Spirit, can you help me? Celebration, so that looks pretty good. Celebration of free. Now, there are, Ohio is one of 33 states which had Supreme Court elections. Will more states end up with more liberal courts? How many? So what I'm going to do is toss the card, toss 3 cards, and then add up their numbers. So we've got the 0, which is the 4, the 3, and the 10, 13, 1 and 3 is 4. These 4 more states are going to attain a Liberal majority on the Supreme Court. Now, there's 33 states going up. That doesn't mean that all 33 states have a Republican majority on the courts. This is 4 more states that do not have a Liberal or a Democratic majority on the court. Looks like they're also going to attain that majority. Okay. Will the states that have a Liberal majority keep that majority? Some of them might be a bit on shaky ground. Okay. Okay. Is Judge Cannon finally getting the memo? What she's done is she has handed a victory to Jack Smith in saying that he can substitute summaries for some, rather than hand over all the sensitive intelligent documents. He can substitute summary for some of them. So is she finally getting the memo? Some messages have gotten through. Is she being monitored? Yes. Are some of her decisions being reviewed? Some of her early decisions, are they being reviewed by the 11th Circuit? Yes. Will Aileen Cannon be removed from the documents case? Settled into no. Now, when I mean is she getting the memo, I don't mean is she getting that she's got to make all decisions in favour of Jack Smith. No, I mean, is she getting the memo that she'd better start doing her job properly and making well-researched decisions? But it might be a little bit too late in the game. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at them, Anne. Yeah, well, we'll have a look at those 2 seats. So Henry Buck, I can't remember where he's from, and Gallagher. Will those seats be won by Democrats? Let's have a look. Henry Buck's seat. There's a change happening with his seat, so there's a good chance his seat will be won by a Democrat. And Gallagher. Gallagher has stated he's frustrated with the antics of the Republican Party. Okay. Will Gallagher's seat be won by a Democrat? Possibly. That's still a bit up in the air. Will there be more resignations from Republicans who have just had enough? Will there be more Republican resignations this year? Yes. So I think there's going to be some more. Yeah. Anybody else got any questions? Yeah, our cat and our dog, they're both our fur babies. Just going to take a couple of ibuprofen. I haven't taken any yet, and it's part of my pain management. Hi, Lisa M. Okay, you want a card? Okay. So, card, Lisa M. Card 6. Anybody else want a single card read? Hi, Jenny Penny. Why did the two Lord Clerks resign from Judge Cannon? Yeah, okay. Two law clerks. They felt it was going to damage their reputation. Mike Johnson. I will do a read on Mike Johnson. Glenda, you would like a single card read? 171 sign in. Sabrina. Okay. So first we'll have a look. Okay. We'll do some single card reads and then I'll have a look at those two questions. One, a read on Mike Johnson. He is the House Majority Leader. And the two law clerks resigned from Cannon. Who else would like a single card read? Oh, okay. Good night, warrior girl. I didn't miss a card from you, did I? Tara Rayner. D. Okay. Right, so we're going to start off. Lisa M, and she wants to know if her car's going to be able to get fixed. So let's have a look at what the cards say for that. You'll take one, okay? Lisa M. Lisa M. Spirit, can you tell me, is her car going to be fixed? The Hermit. Interesting. Spend some time in quiet meditation. Well, this seems a bit strange about a car, but I think this is saying, I get a yes feel, but I think this is also saying that you're going to have to basically forego the more social things for a little bit. So be a bit of a hermit for a few weeks. And it is a major arcana. So, of course, tarot is absolutely crap for time. Okay, guys? But this means it's going to be a little bit of a wait yet. And this could be because there's some major things that have to be done. So you're going to have to be a little bit patient. Be a little bit of a hermit. That means rein in a bit of the social, and you might not think you do a lot. You might not go out a lot, but every time we go out to have a coffee or something or go to dinner, we spend a bomb. It's just like, and we're not that extravagant. So, yeah. So you're going to have to basically be a little bit of a stay-at-home person and have a little bit of patience and spend time meditating on or figuring out how you can bring the resources together to get your car fixed. But it will get fixed. Just going to take a little bit of time. Hi, Shelby Lisa. Yeah. No, it's going to have to go to the shop. So, yeah. Oh, 45 doesn't care if one of his things have been tripped. He doesn't care because he would do it himself. But Alina Hobbs, how much trouble is she in? Yeah, I'll have a look at that too after I do these single card reads. So, yeah. Glenda Senna, who has first timer today. Let's have a card for Glenda Senna. What? You've got the Ace of Earth, Glenda, which is the Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity. No, he doesn't have the money, Anna Macedo. His properties will be seized in the end. Now, Glenda Seta, yeah, opportunities. Open yourself up because there's going to be great opportunity for abundance to come your way. Now, what this abundance is doesn't necessarily have to be money, but I do feel like important documents or contracts seem to be speaking to me with you. So really make sure that you check all those over carefully. But this abundance that you have coming in, it doesn't necessarily have to be money. That doesn't mean it's not going to be. But it could be an abundance of opportunity with a new job or, a new business venture as it's got here. But I'm really seeing it's really important that you check your documents over carefully and your contracts over carefully. If you have don't quite get the wording or understand, or something doesn't seem quite right, get a second person to look at them, and not someone associated with the contract either, an independent party. Okay? But otherwise it's pretty good. Just double check. And it's not that the other party will be going to rip you off. It's just that if you're not sure about the wording and all that and what it means, just get it checked by an independent party to make sure you know what it means. Okay? But yeah, there's some good opportunities coming your way to increase your abundance, which could be in cash. It could just mean security within your home, but yeah. But as always, just double check things. And if you're not sure, ask. Okay? And, oh, yeah, what also went through my head just then, ask and ye shall receive. So if there's an opportunity to ask, take it. Okay? That's Glenda. 171 sign in. Hello. Pamela Bryant, do you want a card? Oh, thank you. 171 sign in. Page of water. Intuitive, sensitive, and this flipped over. So it's this flipped over in the deck when I was shuffling. So 171 sign in. This is a really, really important card. Okay. Intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. Now, inspiration. It's got a new person enters your life, possibly, and a relationship beginning a new phase. Yeah. Highlighting psychic abilities. Well, yes, I mean, anyone who comes on this journey with us, with the people like me who do this, yeah, I mean, you are definitely into something. You're welcome, Glenda. What I've got is whatever is coming into your life, whatever, it could be an animal, a new phase is beginning, and a new relationship within yourself and with those around you, and even to some extent with the community around you. And it's going to be a source of inspiration for you. So grab hold of that inspiration and run. Pages are often a foundation of a new cycle. After the minor arcana 0 to 10, after the 10 card, there comes the page, and it's a new foundation being laid after the end of a cycle. So use that inspiration and run with it. I hope that makes sense. Sign in. Sabrina fell. You're almost forced to move. Oh, sweetheart. Oh. Okay, that's all right, sweetheart. Pamela. Yeah. Sabrina. Oh, my goodness. Let's have a look at Sabrina. Spirits. What message do you have for Sabrina about her future? What is going to happen? Your home comes with you, my darling. It comes with you. That's a message that I got coming through. Yes, even a beautiful house is still just a house. Okay? You take that essence that makes things beautiful with you. But that's a message I got. Now, The card I got for you is the King of Earth, generous, professional, responsible, practical. And it is successful time. There's going to be some opportunities offered for you. Okay. Is it for his work, is it? I'll tell you what, the opportunity that would be offered, might have to move to a different state, but it will really, there'll be security coming with it. It's a big move. I have an idea that you're later in careers and all that, and it is heartbreaking to have to leave a place that you've made a home over many years. But there is the opportunity for stability here. And accept the opportunities you're offered. There is success here. I've just got possibly there could be an element of remote working. But don't tie yourself up in knots. No, not for work. Okay. Okay. Oh, hi, Anne. Hi, Dr. Anne. Wonderful, Dr. Anne. I have set up I'll tell you in a minute, Anne. Hang on. So, sweetheart, yeah, it will be a very good thing for you. A successful move. Take your family with you. There's no need to feel sick over things like this. For you, this is the right thing. You'll be okay, and he is right. His family will help you because they are like him. They are generous and responsible and practical. Okay, and they do care about you. So don't tie yourself up in knots, Sabrina, over this. Okay. And my friend, I have set up. So tomorrow morning, my time, 9 o'clock my time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern time in the US, I've set up another live with my friend here, Dr. Anne. And we're going to be talking about music, aren't we? Got to find that piece of paper. So, Anne, I will send you an email with the link to that. I just set it up beforehand. And yes. So, Saturrday. Card for Saturrday. If you have not checked out Anne's channel, you should. She does pretty short videos. They're usually less than 10 minutes, and she does some wonderful stuff. It just honestly, she blows my mind, basically, watching her. Hang on. So, hi, Lisa. Here is the link to Dr. Anne. What is it? All things, it's the spiritual and the academic and all things in between. And honestly, I love it. So go check her out. Hi, Lisa Nademeyer. Okay, Saturrday. Oh, thank you, J Cat Lady. It's lovely. Saturrday, you've got the Four of Earth, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, you've got to find the right balance with money. Okay, it can be a bit difficult. Sometimes you think you've got it, but you haven't. You're either being too stingy or spending too much. And it is like, whoa, how am I going to sort this out? So sit down and write down your needs first and then your wants. Address the needs, but also at least every few months, and do it every few months, okay? Or once a year, whatever. And then maybe, and you've got your needs on one side and your wants on the other. And maybe say for 2024, I'm going to address this want and this want. Because, of course, we all have a long list of wants. And say, okay, this is what my needs take up. You want to have a little bit extra, but you want to be able to spend a little bit on wants. So of what's left over, maybe we'll take 30% what's left over on wants. And then leave the rest for savings or something. You will get it. Okay? Sit back and write things down. And yeah. And don't forget to spoil yourself a little bit. But make sure those needs are met first, and then you can decide how you want to be with the wants. But always try and put a little bit left over for, what would we call it? The shit goes wrong bucket. Okay? So, yeah. This is what you've been struggling with, I think, Tara Rayner. How to figure it out. Try that. You don't have to do it, but try it and see how it goes. Yes, we're going to look at the music one, Shelby. Hi, Maureen. How are you, my darling? You travel a lot, yeah? So, yeah, you've got to try and balance those expenses and everything. Yeah. You'll be 66 on the 25th, which is a full moon. I am going to have a look at the full moon. You know, normally I wrap it up by now, but I think we might do a little bit longer because I've still got lots of questions to do. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Sit down and write out those things, and I think you'll find you'll be able to balance it out a lot more. And Warrior Girl, 13. So Warrior Girl, I'll do a card for you, and then I'm going to take like a 2-minute break or 3-minute break. And yeah, Warrior Girl, you've got the King of Water. Open your heart and mind to those around you, Warrior Girl, which you do. They come to you because they trust you. Keep that in mind when self-doubt kicks in. They believe in you, so you should believe in you. Okay? I guess that's pretty much what I'm getting from this. Okay? Now, I'm going to be back in just a couple of minutes and take a quick break. I think Bubba Girl needs a little bit of a break. I need a quick break. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. What I'm going to do is now what I'm going to do, my darlings, is I'm just going to have some bark playing in the background, okay? Some bark. I'll be back in a minute. Okay? I've done the list.
While I go in there. It really won't. Look, you just come with.
All right, actually. Okay. Hello, I am back. Don't have to bark off. Now I am back. The camera will be off for a couple of minutes in a little bit. Just James doesn't want to be on camera, and he's swapping me a fresh cup of coffee for some yummy bickies. It's beautiful over here. It's a lovely day here, and I'm just gonna. It's the black. Yep, that's red. Can't sign it with red. I've got a card here I need to sign. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna do. And it is list the 3rd, 24. There we go. Just signing my safety net card. Yeah. So dig out old things here. Clearing out the phone. Clearing out the phone. Hello. Look what Mummy's got some nummies for you. Oh, yes, she has. Mummy got some nummies for her little girl. There we go. Let's have a look here. What have we got here? Oh, all sorts of things. I have no idea what that is. Yep, I told you it can get a little bit chaotic. And yes, so I've had to give in and promise hubby I'd go to sit and mind the car while he does some grocery shopping. Fair enough. So I hope you enjoyed the musical interlude. I might get hubby to turn the light off here too. And hang on. I'll do the camera. Hang on. Camera is off.
Right.
Okay.
So. A big desk, isn't it? Thank you, Chris.
Yes, it is a big desk.
Yeah.
Can you turn the light off? It's a little bit bright in here.
It's a big desk, but with all that stuff on it, it seems so small.
Yep. Okay. And get ready for low lighting. The bright light from the light was just making my head. Yeah. Oh, okay. Everyone seems to be putting in some ideas to help Sabrina. Thank you very much. Of course, my darling, whatever decision you make, just know that it will work out. Okay. So yeah. Now, we had a few questions coming through. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just scroll up here a bit. So yes, we're going into extra time today. I've been quite patchy and I'm feeling really good today. So I thought let's do a little bit of extra time. Oh, thank you, Sabrina. Oh, you can't hear the music. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it didn't come through. Couldn't any of you hear the music I put on? Oh. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the questions that have come up. Firstly, two of Aileen Cannon's law clerks have resigned. So let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at that. I'm just using the good old Rider-Waite tarot today. Why have they resigned? They feel damaged, basically damaged. Yet they feel it's important to move. Of course, law clerks at the start of your legal career, and clerking for a judge, of course, it's the start of a legal career, especially if you want to go into prosecutions or become a judge yourself at a later date. They feel that it is really important that they move on from her. And believe me, there's nothing bog standard about the Rider-Waite. It is an amazing deck. A great one to learn on. The best one to learn with. That's in my opinion. Okay, you can get Rider-Waite with keywords on either side, and I have that as well. It is a great one to learn with. Yeah, new beginnings. So they feel like this journey is not going anywhere. It's important for them to move forward and start fresh elsewhere. They are looking to their future. They're at the start of their legal careers and they are looking at their future. and they don't feel that they have a future if they stay with her. They know more than she does. I don't think she ever clerked for a judge. I don't think. They're vigilant. They are like, yeah, we need to be vigilant here and step up. They should feel like they should be learning from the judge. And they feel like this judge does not teach them anything. In fact, they know more. So they can't respect her. And they feel like they're not going to learn anything from her except how to do things wrong. So they'll have some valuable lessons there and what to avoid. But yeah, they're looking to their futures and they want to strengthen their futures. And they know that's not going to happen if they stay with her. That's why they left. I'll tell James you said hi, Annie. Yeah. The other question we had was Mike Johnson. Somebody asked me to do a read on Mike Johnson. Hi, Debson. How are you, darling? Haven't seen you in a little while. I've gone into extra time today, because the last few months have been pretty patchy for me at times. And, yeah, I'm feeling good. So I want to, spend some more time with you guys. And, yeah. So, Mike Johnson. Yeah, we'll just keep on with the Right Awake. I'm going to do a reading on Mike Johnson. Again, if you want to check out Dr. Ann's channel, I put the link further up in the comments. And if you've got notifications on for me, you'll see that I have 9 o'clock tomorrow morning my time, which is 2 o'clock Ann's time and 9 p.m. US Eastern time. Anne and I are going to be doing a live. Okay, so Mike Johnson, Spirit, what can you tell us about Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House? The Empress. He came in full of inspiration and ideas and creative ideas. He felt and he wanted to make a big change. I feel like he thought he knew how to get rid of the crazies, but he didn't. Also with that cushion, I'm very drawn to the cushion. He sort of cushioned himself to the reality of what was there. He knew it was there, but he thought he could soften the blow and work around it. So he thought he created a cushion around himself for that, but it just didn't happen. What are the challenges from Mike Johnson? Wow, justice. To seeing, and this is his challenge, is seeing that the job of the house is done in a just and fair manner. That's his challenge, because with the crazies in there, even though it's not a huge majority, with the troublemakers in there, and those people who really feel like America should go back to the first half of the 20th century, if not the first half of the 19th century, his challenge is to see that the house works in a just and fair manner, and it's just not happening, is it? This is the third major arcana, so this is a very important reading for Mike Johnson. Okay. The advice: accept the changes that are coming. Accept that you can't stop them and you can't change them. You can't reverse them and you can't stop them. And accept that the end of his political career just could be on the horizon. Probably is on the horizon. Will he be re-elected? Possibly not. What's at the base of this reading? Another major arcana. Another major arcana. Every card so far has been a major arcana, so this is a very important reading for Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House. The Hermit. At the base of this reading is that he's sort of withdrawn into himself. He's isolated, basically, and this is a card of isolation as well. And he's being increasingly isolated by the crazies. And as a result of him not being able to control his people, he is losing congressmen. I had a look earlier and I did ask, would more Republican congressmen resign? And I got a yes. Oh my God. The first, this is, the first outcome for him is the devil. He's going to have to let go. And what is tying him to the devil here is the hope that he can change them, that he can change their mind, that he can change their behavior. He can't. He's not willing to punish them. So he's stuck in this cycle, and while he's speaker, it's not going to change. Okay. Yes, that exactly. He thought he could control them, change them. He came in with lots of ideas, but he can't. And he's going to have to let go of the idea that he can. And he was afraid to be tough with them as well. There's 5 cards so far, and he's had, in order, the Empress, Justice, Death, the Hermit, and the Devil. So make no mistake, this is a major card for him. Major reading for him. Okay, procrastination. So we've got the first outcome card, and what is adding to this outcome is procrastination. He cannot make up his mind about how to deal with people or what to do. It's hard work, and he's not sure he really wants to be doing it. Well, he probably was thought of, I think, being thought of as one of the crazies. He thought he could control them, but he can't. Hard work, and he's not sure he's able to do it. The Lovers. Yeah, partnerships and deals he's made. That is adding into the outcome of the Devil. Let's ask the question. Will he resign as Speaker? Will he resign from the House before the election? Oh my goodness. He might feel that that's his only way out. So he has painted himself into a corner here. And he might feel that that is the only way in which he can get out of that corner. If enough Republicans resign before the election, Hakeem Jeffries could become the Speaker, I guess. Hi, Gigi Pardo Lord. I haven't seen you in a while. What a lovely surprise. Welcome back, my darling. Oh, also remember, if you are a member, Members Only Live will be on at 10 o'clock tomorrow, my time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, US. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. So things are not looking good for Mike Johnson. I'm just going to get the... Will he resign? Will Mike Johnson resign before the election? Bearing in mind that the Republicans, once Gallagher resigns, leaves, they're only going to have a 4-seat majority. Yeah, it swung into yes. Okay. For Gallagher, it was impeaching Homeland Security Secretary. That was it. That was just like, no, too much. Too much. Like I said, I'll double check. Will more Republicans resign before the election? Yes. Okay, so I've got my number card here. Okay. So, how many more are going to resign after Gallagher? Because I feel like the floodgates are going to be opening here. Three. It's settled into 3. Well, he was one of Trump's people. So, Now, somebody asked about Alina Hobbs. How much trouble is she in? Let's do a reading on her. Because she lied to somebody at Bedminster to get a certain testimony out of them or something. Let's have a look at Alina Hobbs. What do the cards have in store for her? And then how about we do, I'm just going to do 3 cards on Alina Hobbs. And then how about we look at some people who are worth looking at, okay? So let's have a look. So 3 cards on Alina Hobbs. How much trouble is she in? Making deals and commitments. Rest. Forced rest, I'm getting. Insecure. Yes, she is on very shaky ground. She might be suspended for a while because I feel like this is forced rest. So she might be suspended for a while. She's on shaky ground. I don't know that she's going to lose a license, but she might be facing a suspension. Do you mind if I just check my phone? I have to make sure things. Okay. Now, where is the... I'll get a fresh deck. I don't have any matches here to light a candle. Do a fire cleanse. So let's have a look at Connolly deck. Yeah, I feel like she might be facing a suspension at the very least. Okay. So let's check out how is Biden going. And that impeachment, I don't know if the Senate's going to hear it. I don't think so. They might reject hearing it. Have they impeached Mayorkas in the House? Has he been impeached in the House yet? So let's have a look at Mayorkas as well. But first we'll have a look at the President of the United States. Some good things. Past actions, good past actions. And some people from his past. It's not him so much getting nostalgic about them. It's like they're going to somehow boost him up even more. The challenge, of course, at the moment is working with others because the Republicans just won't work with anyone other than themselves, and they won't even work with others within their party. So that's a big thing. The advice for Joe. There are some things that you're not going to be able to recover while these Republicans are in the House. Don't waste time regretting any of it, okay? Some things you just got to move on from. There is stuff he wished he could have gotten through in his first term, and he does regret that, but concentrate on the next term and getting them through. so maybe he's feeling that that's what's coming from the past, that maybe it's weighing him down a little bit. Don't let it weigh you down. Just move on with things. Knight of Wands. Yeah, the time to surge forward. This is at the base of the reading. The time is coming to surge that horse forward and get in there. And are you asking me if I'm liking my job? Because if you are, yeah, I do like it. I enjoy it very much. 3 days a week. So, yeah. So the time is coming where he's going to be able to stop holding the horse back from the gallop and surge forward. Outcomes for him. Good things. Happy families. This cycle is, this elections cycle is going to be complete with him as the head of the family there. So the outcome is good. Yep. He is going to be the next president. He will be renewed as the president. His second term is going to be so much stronger than his first. And you know what? He's not letting other people's worries affect him. He's not going to allow himself to be the self-fulfilling prophecy and all that, or stress out or worry about things. If he can't handle something during his next presidency, he has a very able person as his vice president who will be able to do that for him. So he is not going to allow himself to be bogged down by other people's worries. I'm going to ask a question about the Republican Party in general, but it is because democracy works with two or more well-functioning parties that are willing to work across the aisle. So it is very important that the Republican Party recover and rebuild into a stronger, better party with a stronger moral compass and a higher bar. And reassess how they got to the point they got to. So, during Biden's next term, will the Republican Party be working to rebuild? That's a yes. So they'll be working on themselves, basically. I think the Democrats are going to have a majority enough that They don't need to be making internal deals with each other. And this is going to give the Republican breathing room, and they're going to lift the bar. It's going to take more than 4 years for the Republican Party to get reestablished. So what are some of the challenges they're going to have during the 4 years of the next term? Yeah, self-fulfilling prophecies. People who are just in it for themselves, causing havoc and causing trouble and spreading bad feeling. They're going to have to, what advice do they have? Regain your autonomy as a party, in that no one faction can rule, and that there's no the cult of personality is gone. So retain, find the firm hand of working together as a party. Will the cult personalities be gone? Yeah, at the base of this is sweeping change. That's what I get, sweeping change, with the Knight of Swords. What will be the outcome after the Biden's next term for the Republican Party? This is the Chariot, and it's often a card of victory. I'm not feeling like victory over the Democrat. I'm not feeling this as Republican back in the White House type victory. This is victory over the internal struggles, over the cultist, over the troublemakers, over the crazies. So they're ready to move forward. So the term, whoever is in charge, and I do feel it'll probably be another Democrat, the Republican Party that is in place then is going to be a different one there. They'll be able to move forward with momentum. Yes, the assessment. I do like this card. I often feel like, is he peeing on the bushes? But this is the Seven of Cups, and this is an assessment. This is their choices. There's not going to be so much cloudiness, so much confusion. Part of this, what adds to this, and so this is what I do, is I do some extra outcome cards, and they're what adds and makes up this outcome. So there's going to be less confusion, less delusion. Okay, clearing of the air, basically. Then yes, there's going to be renewed strength around the core principles. And I do feel like there's going to be a little bit of a reshaping of the core principles, because they haven't looked at that for a long time. So there's going to be some renewed strength around the core principles, but maybe a little bit of reshaping of them as well. Yeah, and what is going to add to this? What is going to add to this to enable them to move on? There is going to be a big shake-up in those 4 years. Almost like you're only going to survive if you, there's going to be a huge shake-up of ideals, and there's going to be a huge shake-up of the indoctrination and everything. That means what I said about reshaping of some of the core ideals. That's going to come after a big collapse, and I think that big collapse will be soon. So the 4 years, 2025, 6, 7, and 8, those 4 years for the Republicans going to see a reshaping and the start of a rebuild of the party. It's going to take longer than that. So even though they'll be ready to move forward into the future, they'll still be rebuilding, but they'll be in a better place then, and they'll still be rebuilding. You know, you can't say, oh, the Republican Party just needs to go. No. There are some good people in that party, good people who really believe, and that they are going to have a real shake up. I think they're going to be having a look at what led to so many horrible people being attracted to the Republican Party. And they're not just horrible, they're really horrible. I mean, there's been some horrible people in the Democratic Party as well. But what led to this deterioration, they're going to be looking at that as well. And how well did they keep? And it can't be as simple as don't tax the rich. Because if you're truly going to be economically conservative, you have to have the money, and that means you're going to have to look at people paying their fair share. Because economic conservatism is not about not taxing the rich. It's about spending your money, spending your resources wisely. Okay? So, yeah. Well, it's going to have to come from within themselves, which is why I did that reading. There will be some recovery. There's going to be a lot of people just booted. There's going to be primaries. Yeah. The seats that get lost in this election, there's going to be primaries. In fact, those people are not, some of those people are not even going to be endorsed to stand. Yeah, it takes a really deep dive. And the Democrats had to do it. They did it. Yeah. So I've been on for almost a whole extra hour today. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to wrap it up now. Very much enjoyed it. And yeah, thanks for your patience. And please, please, please take care of yourself. Stay strong, stay loving, stay healthy. And as always, my darlings, stay laughing. Laugh every day. And if you can, laugh with a stranger. I love you all. Come and join myself and Dr. Ann tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock my time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern time in the US, 6 p.m. Pacific time, and where we're going to talk all about music Okay. Bye-bye.